Welcome to the Sai Academy of Class 10th, Chapter 7 Control and Coordination. In the previous video, we discussed that why person becomes very tall and why person becomes very short. Okay, due to the hormone called as a growth hormone is a deficiency means the person will become short. The growth hormone secreted in more means it will becomes the what tall in the tall the body. So this is the reason why the persons are tall or short. Okay, so yesterday we discussed in previous video we discussed that. Okay, next comes here during the adolescence age or a puberty, several changes in the body. During the age of what? 10 to 12 years. This year is the 10 to 12 year. So in that age, so the body continuously changing in both male and female. Okay, so that age is called as what? Puberty. Right, I already studied in 7th 8th standard. Okay, next, you must have noticed many dramatic changes in your appearance as well as that of your friends as you approached 10 to 12 10 to 12 years of age. Okay, as you enter to the age of 10 to 12 age, so there is a dramatic variety of changes in your body, you both your friends and you. So that age is called as what? Puberty. These changes associated with the what a puberty. The why are the why lot of changes when your age occurring or you are entering into the 10 or 12 years means because of the puberty, the you are entering the age of puberty, or causes of the secretion of testosterone in male and estrogen hormone in female. Okay, so whatever the changes in the height, body and voice, okay, that are all due to the what hormones secreted by the male and female. Okay, whatever the changes occurs in the male, that is due to the which hormone? Testosterone hormone. And the changes occurs in a female, that is due to the estrogen hormone. Okay, remember that what are the hormones responsible for changes in the boys and female means boys is testosterone hormone and female is estrogen hormone, are the two hormones that responsible for changes in the male and female body. Okay, next, so do you know anyone in your family or a friend who has been advised by the doctor to take a less sugar in the diet? Okay, so in your family or in a friend circle, someone is preferred by the doctor to take a less sugar. So due to the what they having more they having what they having in their body as a more sugar. So the diet they are suffering from diabetes. So their body secretion, your friends family or and your family members are having some problem of diabetes, then the doctor will suggest that or prefer that they will take less sugars food, right? So diabetes means what? Sugar disease. As a treatment they might be taking injections of insulin. Someone is suffering from a diabetes diseases, so they will take which type of injections? Insulin injections. Remember that the doctor giving insulin injections for the diabetes patients. This is a hormone which is produced by pancreas. Okay, another important point, pancreas. Okay, which pancreas produces which gland or which hormone? Pancreas gland produces which hormone? Insulin hormone. Remember that. What which hormone they will produce? Insulin hormone. Pancreas produce which hormone? Insulin hormone. So insulin hormone, this hormone is helps in the which helps in the produced by the pancreas, which helps in the regulating blood sugar levels. Okay, so remember that which hormone secreted by pancreas? Pancreas secretes which hormone means you can write insulin hormone secreted by secreted by insulin hormone is secreted by pancreas, and its function is regulate the blood, it regulates the blood sugar level. Okay, remember that the function of insulin is it maintains the sugar level in the blood. Okay, this is the main function of insulin in our body, regulating the blood sugar levels in the body. That is the main function of insulin hormone. It is secreted by pancreas, remember that. It is not secreted in a proper amounts, the sugar level in the blood rises, causing many harmful diseases. Okay, so the pancreas is not producing insulin hormone, means the body having several problems. Okay, so if the body producing proper amount of pancreas, means it will produces the proper amount of insulin hormone that will maintains the or regulates the blood sugar level in our body. If the hormone is, if the pancreas is not produced properly, they will not produce the hormones, and the sugar level in the body will not controlled, and they will cause us many harmful diseases to the body. So due to this only, the doctor preferring the diabetes patients to take insulin injections. If it is so important that hormones should be secreted in a precise and quantities, we need some mechanism through which this is done. Okay, in the previous sections we discussed that every hormone is important for the human body to control and coordinate and develop and growth. So then how these hormones is regulated by how much and in which time they should be secreted by the body, that all are controlled or precised by the some method or some medium that called as what feedback mechanism. So feedback mechanism means what? So in our body, hormones are released, and these hormones are released in our body. How much amount of hormones are releasing in the body, and when these hormones should be released, that are controlled by what? Feedback mechanism. Okay, feedback mechanism is the main function. Feedback is the main method that controls the how much of hormone should be released in our body, when it should be released. These are controlled by what? Feedback mechanism. This is the main function of feedback mechanism. When how much amount of hormone is released in the body, that controlled by the feedback mechanism in our body. This is the main function of feedback mechanism. The timing and amount of hormones released are regulated by the what? Feedback mechanism. This is very important definition. They will ask what is the feedback mechanism, means you can write how much the timing and amount of hormones released are regulated by the what? Feedback mechanism. Means basically it will regulates the how much amount of hormone should be secreted and released, so that are controlled by the feedback mechanism. Means it will not be the secretion of the feedback mechanism controls there should not be more hormones in the body, and it should not be less in the body. So the how much is required by the body, that much of amount is given by the feedback mechanism. For example, if the sugar levels in a blood rises, they are detected by the cells of the pancreas, which responded by producing more insulin. As the blood sugar level falls, insulin secretion is reduced. For example, in our blood, sugar level is increased. In the blood, sugar level is increased. So our cells of the pancreas will detect this, and they will release more insulin. Okay, so whenever in our blood sugar level increases more rapidly, when sugar level in our blood increases rapidly, then pancreas cells detect, and they will produce insulin hormone, and this insulin will makes reducing the sugar level. After the sugar level is completely reduced, then the pancreas does not produce any insulin hormone. So this is the how feedback mechanism controls the hormones. So whenever hormones are more means that time the feedback mechanism will release that according to that hormones. For example, so this is a sugar level increases in our body means that time pancreas will release the insulin hormone, and it will maintains the lower the or maintains or reduce the sugar level in our body. After that the secretion of insulin will be stopped or reduced, right? This is the about of feedback mechanism. Okay, so this activity 7 point is given here. So which hormone secreted by the endocrine glands and their functions are given here. Okay, so growth hormone. So growth hormone is what which gland it is called pituitary gland. Okay, remember that, very important. You have to remember these which gland and they secretes which hormone and what are their functions. They may be asked for your annual exam for 1 marks. Growth hormone is pituitary gland secretes which hormone? Growth hormone. So what is the function of growth hormone? Stimulates growth in all organs. Okay, the main function of a growth hormone is controlling or it develops the growth of all organs. Pituitary gland secretes a growth hormone, and the function of growth hormone is it grows all the organs. Next insulin. So before that thyroid gland is there. Thyroid gland which hormone? Thyroxine hormone. Which gland? Thyroxine. Thyroid gland secretes which hormone? Thyroxine hormone. It regulates metabolism for body growth. Okay, regulates metabolism for the body growth. That function of insulin hormone that secreted by thyroid gland. Next comes here insulin. Next insulin, already we discussed about that insulin secreted by what? Pancreas, right? Pancreas secretes insulin. Function of insulin is what? Regulate the blood sugar level, right? So next which gland here? Testes produces testosterone hormone, and it is responsible for the male characteristics. Okay, so testes is produced for the testosterone hormone, and it is the function, it is the male, it is the responsible for male characteristics, or we can call male sexes. This is the what? Testes secretes testosterone hormone, and this is the function. Ovaries hormone, estrogen hormone, development of female sex organs and regulates the menstrual cycle. Okay, remember that testosterone hormones it will responsible for the male characteristics and the development of the mustache, beard, okay, hairs on armpit. Okay, there are a variety of development in the body that controlled by the testosterone hormones in a male. So ovaries that release the estrogen hormone. So development of the female sex organs regulates the menstrual cycle. Okay, that is the in a female, right? So adrenal gland which hormone secretes that? Adrenaline hormone. Okay, adrenal gland will release adrenaline hormone, and it is responsible for what? Adrenal gland secretes adrenaline hormone. It is the main function of adrenaline hormone is in the scary situation. Whenever the body having scary situation or surprise situation, in that time it will be secreted. Okay, this is the function of adrenaline hormone. Okay, last is what? Releasing hormone. So it is what? Feedback mechanism. So releasing hormone is what? Feedback mechanism. Stimulates the pituitary gland to release hormones, right? This is the what? Secretion of some hormones and their functions. Okay, thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel and share with your friends. Thank you.